Hi guys, it's Tony here from Innon, and today we're going to be looking at the Innon Weather Module, which uses the Open Weather Map, which is a readily available API on the internet. You can get a free API key for use with this. The driver itself should be available in any host port from Innon, and is available as a part for separate adding to other licenses. So it makes use of Open Weather Map. You can find that at openweathermap.org. And once you've signed up for an account, you will immediately, under your API keys, receive an API key. It will say active, but it took me about a day. I signed up for this. It gave me the key already, but I had to wait till the next day to actually be able to use it. What we need to do, copy the key it's given us and keep that in our clipboard. Add the standard weather service from the weather palette into our services. And then inside the weather service, we change to the weather manager. Now, the AX weather manager appears to be bugged in 4.15, so I'm using the weather manager rather than the AX version. And if we have the Innon Weather jar file installed, it'll come in under our list of weather providers. So the Innon Weather provider. Click OK. And ignore the fact that it comes in with the default of Richmond, Virginia. We will add in our own location. Open Weather Map should support you typing in any town you want. And then paste from our clipboard the API key and click OK. There we go. And the weather report should show us the current temperature today, tomorrow, and so on. We can explore a bit more by going down to the weather service and just opening it up in the nav tree. Double clicking on an item gives you this small weather widget, which might be useful for putting on sort of a banner or on a home page. In a Make Widget Wizard, you go to Workbench View, and then you choose the AX Current Weather View or the Current Weather View. And if we change to the Property Sheet, then we can see the various settings. This is the current weather report, so what the temperature should be outside, humidity, wind speed, so on. So the Innon Weather provider works with the normal weather service in Niagara, gives you a breakdown of what the weather's going to be like for today, tomorrow, the current weather, next few days, and it gives you a breakdown of what we expect in those individual days, what the wind direction is, humidity, and so on. Now, you've probably got a couple of questions, the main one of which is how do you turn this into units that they use outside of the United States? Well, there's a couple of places. I'll show you how to use this in Logic first, because that's the easiest and most robust way of moving these units. So if I go into my Logic folder, I've pre-made myself an outside air temperature, which I'm going to obtain from my current weather report. So if I expand this out in the nav tree, weather report, right click on current, link mark that, and link mark from current, temperature, let's go for in16, and we now have 49.4 degrees C. So it's not like that at the moment. It's currently winter here, so it isn't going to be anywhere near this. That's likely to be a record for the south of England anyway. So we need to do some conversion. Now, the converters are in kit control. So where our normal logic blocks are, kit control. And then they're under conversion. And right at the bottom, we'll find a numeric unit converter. And we need to drag that onto the page. So the numeric unit converter, it works on facets. So it uses how Niagara automatically changes from one unit to another unit based on what facets they're both using. So I'm going to connect this up to the link from current, connect this up to the current temperature, and then connect it up to the outside air temperature. The reason I do that is so that it doesn't start guessing the units after I've connected the points up. Inside the numeric unit converter, it's receiving Fahrenheit, and you literally just tell it that it's changing from Fahrenheit to Celsius by telling it in facets of Fahrenheit, out facets of Celsius. Give that a save, and we'll see in here it's changed to 9.7 degrees. That I can believe much more than 49. And the outside air temperature now has 9.7 degrees. Okay, so for any ongoing logic, optimum stop start, whatever you might be doing with outside air temperature, you can connect that out as you would do normally. Second thing to be aware of is that under the weather report, this will remain in Freedom units. We can change this by going to Tools, Options, and then Unit Conversion Metric. English is actually US units, and if we save that and give it a refresh, then it'll use the units that we're more accustomed to in Europe and everywhere else. So to adjust those units in the browser, we actually need to apply that to our user. So up here, under the particular user, I'm using admin, I don't have any other users set up, then it's this setting, facets. So same as for Workbench, but remember that Niagara doesn't have Workbench when it's presenting to you the web page. And once you've got the values changed for Workbench in the Tools Options menu, and you've got it changed in your users, you should see the correct units in the browser and whenever you're looking at your station. All right. Well, thank you guys. That's the Innon Weather Provider using the Open Weather Map. I shall see you guys soon.